This segment will show you how to operate your tiller. Proper operation will help to prevent damage and prolong the life of your tiller. To move your tiller around your yard, you should pull forward on the lift handle until it locks in the transport position. Then you can move it around your yard to get to the next place you want to start tilling without incurring damage to the tiller or to the yard. To move the tiller outside of the yard, you should first disconnect the spark plug wire and drain the fuel tank. Make sure you transport the tiller in an upright position to prevent any remaining oil from leaking. When you are using the tiller, you can control the tilling depth by adjusting the depth stake between 1 inch and 5 inches. To change the depth of the tines, remove the hair cotter pin from the clevis pin that connects the depth stake to the stake support bracket. Then, while you are holding the top of the depth stake, remove the clevis pin and reposition the depth stake. Then reinsert the clevis pin and the hair cotter pin to secure it in position. Note that the depth stake should never be removed from the tiller. Next, we will go over some good procedures to follow when tilling your soil. Note that the tiller is most efficient when the tiller engine is operated at full throttle. While you want the tiller engine to be at full throttle, you also want the tractor to go as slowly as possible. The tractor engine should be running right at idle speed or just above idle. After time, you will find the ideal combination for your soil needs. You should always check the soil conditions before you begin tilling. You should never use the tiller when the soil is too wet. However, on extremely hard ground, you may need to start tilling at the beginning depth of 1 inch and slowly work up to 5 inches over several passes, increasing the depth each time as conditions allow. Where possible, you should till the soil in a pattern that allows you to skip the width of a pass each time. This allows for even soil penetration and helps the tiller to not lean to the softer, already tilled side. So you would operate the tiller for 1 pass and then skip the width of a pass and till the next section over. Then go back and till the section in between. Keep tilling following this pattern until your tilling is complete. Whenever you're working multiple passes, you should also try to go perpendicular to the previous tilling direction on each subsequent pass of the area. If the soil is too hard or causes the tiller to hop or bounce, you should stop tilling and add a set of tiller wheel weights to the tiller before proceeding. The added weight will help to stabilize the tiller. Note that you can also use the tiller to cultivate your yard. This requires a minimum soil penetration of 2 inches. If you want to use the tiller for cultivating, set the depth stake on the tiller to achieve a depth of 2 to 3 inches as described earlier. While the tiller engine should usually be run at full throttle, this is not the case when you are cultivating small plants. In this case, you may need to use a slower engine to avoid burying the plants